welcome back to my channel, Cooking with Pretty Lou. I am Chef Hara. I hope all is well. Today I'm going to be making a great recipe. I'm going to be making some vegan baked macaroni and cheese. I know many people love baked macaroni and cheese, whether you're vegan, whether you're vegetarian, pescatarian, eat meat, it doesn't matter. But we're going to be making it vegan style. So basically what you're going to need some unsweetened plant milk. It doesn't matter whether it's almond, coconut, oat milk, all of those will work. Just make sure that the milk says unsweetened. We're going to be using some Earth Balance vegan butter. We're going to be using some salt, some onion powder, some garlic powder. We're going to use some black pepper, some smoked paprika. We're going to be using 3 bags of vegan cheese. I have Daiya cheese as well as some Earth grown cheese. And also we're going to be using some vegan macaroni elbows. Make sure you read the back to make sure that the elbows don't contain any eggs. And you're going to use some all-purpose flour. I'm going to be using cassava flour, but you could use all-purpose flour for this recipe as well. So let's get right to it. Now, what you're going to do is get a pot ready. You're going to actually take a separate pot and start boiling your water for your noodles. Have your water for your noodles boiling and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So I'm taking one of these sticks of vegan butter and I'm going to put 1 whole stick in a pan. I'm going to melt that stick in the bottom of the pan. I don't know how most other people do their vegan mac and cheese, but this is the recipe that I make mine with. Because to be honest with you guys, when I first tried vegan mac and cheese, even at a restaurant, I was not impressed. I just wasn't impressed, you know, especially after eating cheese for so many years. It just didn't do it for me. So I said I need a recipe that's going to be as closest to, you know, traditional mac and cheese that is made with cow's milk. And this right here is the recipe that will work for it. So that's melted inside. Now you're going to take your flour, your all-purpose or your cassava, whichever. You're going to put 3 tablespoons. You're going to put 3 tablespoons of flour inside of this pot. And you're going to stir that flour all around. Stir it in. Make sure you are getting all the lumps out. This mac and cheese will be slamming. So good. And my son is a really picky eater. And his favorite food was always mac and cheese. And you know, I had him try this and he just, he loves it. He really thinks that it tastes really close to mac and cheese. I just added a 4th tablespoon of flour. I usually do about 3. But depending on, I just eye it. You don't need any more than 4 tablespoons of flour. So you see, I'm stirring consistently, getting all of those lumps out. Then after that, you're going to take your unsweetened plant milk and you're going to pour about 3 cups of unsweetened plant milk inside of that pot. Stir your plant milk in. Stir it around really good. I'm going to add a little more. So I'm going to start at this moment to put my seasonings inside. I'm going to shake my pepper in. I'm going to shake my smoked paprika. Trust me, add this inside of your mac and cheese. It's really good. If you don't have it, it'll still be delicious, but I like to use the smoked paprika. Then I'm going to add some salt. Stir this all in. Stir it in very well. So I'm pouring in my shreds. Now listen, y'all. Daiya cheese does melt if you're using this method. Daiya vegan cheese will melt. But if you don't like Daiya cheese, you can use Violife. I usually have it, but I'll show it to you another time. Pour that cheese inside. Let me see. Why am I using this tiny spoon? Please forgive me for using a tiny spoon. I have a big spoon, but I'm using this tiny spoon. So, you see this sauce? You're going to stir it and let it thicken. Let the sauce thicken up. You see me stirring. As I'm stirring, it's getting thicker and thicker. But actually, in the meantime, you know, vegan cheese can be very expensive. Vegan cheese is usually $5, $6 a pack. But I catch the Daiya on sale at ShopRite or Whole Foods supermarket when it's $3.49. This is not sponsored by ShopRite or Whole Foods. I repeat, this is not sponsored by ShopRite or Whole Foods. But you can actually find vegan cheese that's $3.29 at Aldi supermarket. This is not sponsored by Aldi supermarket as well. And that cheese is called Earthgrown. This is a really delicious brand, and it melts like, you know, cheese made from cow's milk, and it's always the same price. It never changes. But oh, I wish you can smell this. Every time I cook, I wish you guys can smell all of these smells. So for me, this is how the cheese sauce is looking. At this moment, it's a little too thick for me. So if you find it to be a little too thick, just add a little bit more plant milk. A little bit more. So we're going to add a little more plant milk. Stir this in. I'm telling y'all, this vegan mac and cheese right here tastes like your grandma's mac and cheese, or your auntie, or your grandpa, or your mom, or your mom's mac and cheese. Like, it really is good. It brings back memories of me growing up eating traditional mac and cheese, like I said before, which is made from cow's milk, but this is just made vegan style. So let me show you. And don't be afraid to taste your food. You'll always hear me say that. Don't be afraid to taste your food in the process. You have to taste it, because sometimes your food needs less seasoning. Sometimes it might not need too much of something, but taste your food. So this cheese sauce, see this? You see it? It's not too clumpy, or it's not too loose. Where I want it to be. I'm actually going to add a little bit more smoked paprika, and after this I'm going to get ready to pour my cheese sauce over my boiled noodles. So I just put my boiled noodles inside the pan. I'm going to get ready to pour this cheese sauce. Look at my cheese sauce. This is so yummy. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all can't tell me this is not going to taste like traditional homemade mac and cheese, but vegan style. So look, this sauce makes a lot. I might actually have too much sauce, but that's why I use 2 boxes of noodles. This right here, my recipe can feed maybe about 6 to 8 people. So I'm going to stir this all in. Whoa. Make sure you stir it all in. Stir this in really well. Now this is just, you know, basic baked mac and cheese. I make a really good vegan seafood mac and cheese. Some of you have tasted, and when I tell you it is bomb, it is bomb. But that's for another video. So I'm going to stir this in. Stir it in really good. This is so heavy. Now what I didn't tell you, when I was making the cheese sauce, I actually only put 2 packs of the Daiya cheese in the cheese sauce. I saved the 3rd pack to mix inside at this step. I'm trying to make sure I have a lot of noodles. I'm trying to make sure I come from the bottom all the way to the top. All right. Let me make sure I got all of these noodles very good. Whew, there's so much noodle. And if you find that it's a little, your sauce is a little too thick, my sauce is the consistency that I want. But if you find that the sauce is a little too thick, at this moment you can add more plant milk if you like. And I'm going to add a little more cheese. I'm going to mix in a little more. This is the third pack. Always put the third pack last, like I just stated. Mix that third pack of cheese in. Some of you, it might be cheesy enough without the third pack, but I like mine to be really cheesy, so I sprinkle that third pack in. So that's like that. Now I'm going to sprinkle the remaining cheese on the top. This is about to go in the oven, the 350-degree oven, for about 30 minutes. Because this is basically done. It just has to melt. All the cheeses have to melt really good. So that's how I do that there. And then after that, I just take my delicious smoked paprika and get ready to put this inside of the oven. This has been cooked on a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes, like I told you all before. This is the finishing result, my delicious vegan mac and cheese. I'm going to show you the inside. Y'all hear that sound? You know the smacking noise? That's when you know you got good mac and cheese. I'm going to have my taste tester taste this. So, keep watching. I have my special guest taster, you guys. His name is Bendy Gamer Killer. Say hello, Bendy. Ooh, very spooky. Bendy is really spooky, but Bendy gives an honest opinion about food, and that's why I want Bendy to taste this vegan mac and cheese. You're going to give me your honest opinion, Bendy, correct? Yes. All right, Bendy. Let's see how this mac and cheese is going to taste. Bendy will be back. Bendy. How does it taste, Bendy?
Honestly, really good.
All right. So thank you for tuning into my channel. Hope to see you guys soon. Make sure you put love in every dish you make. Every dish that I make on this channel is made with love, even if it's something simple. So when you cook, cook with love. Till next time, ciao.